It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Checking in with the Buckeyes head coach before the game. This is a challenging environment, bringing his team in here against a very quality opponent. This has so many implications for postseason, rankings, strength of schedule, all of those metrics. But more important, he knows how hard it is to get a win here on the road. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Now here's Sayet. He's going to go for a big one. Upstairs, he's got it. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red. There's some room. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The Buckeyes in the hurry up. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes! 2-point conversion attempt is on the way. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen.
And I'm all good for this offense being aggressive. Whatever. It's the first possession. You don't get the 2-point conversion. You still got a lot of time left to make up for it.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Wilson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Levitt. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and then it'll be 1st down. And the Tigers, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. He'll pull it down. Oh, he's got, oh my goodness, he's still moving. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Man, you gotta lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
That's a great individual effort by him right there. When I think about Ohio State football, too, especially on defense, right, it's the legacy of the Silver Bowl. It's guys flying around, giving great effort, and getting to the football. But it all has to start up front on the D-line. You've got to be dominant at that position. And right there, you just saw that, the ability to win one-on-one and make a play.
Complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. LSU quick to the line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
Got a man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Might be calling a hot route. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And we're not surprised, right? Finding the big fella down in the red area. Like the power forwards, those guys that basically set up shop, rebound, go get it. You know if somebody's on, they can still make the catch. A lot of times they say quarterback's best friend, tight end, especially in the red zone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. On the run, it's Jackson. Got enough for the first. There he goes. Ripping through the defense. You want to talk about changing field position. The huge play takes it down to the 37.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing. You better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. They get him stopped after he picked up a 5 to the 28. And the Buckeyes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. 4th down, say it. Throws to the tight end. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Oh, it's a reverse. They couldn't get anybody to bite on that one, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
Here's Sayin to throw. Got his man. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Sayin. Touchdown, Ohio State. The offense cashing it in on that drive. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Well, This guy shot out of the cannon, 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. LSU right back to the line.
These guys aren't human. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Here's a give to Durham. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signal for the 2-minute timeout. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Levin. Got the back over the middle. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force him to settle for a field goal? Caught. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Ohio State calls its 2nd timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. Could be an alley. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the 2nd half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the 1st half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the 2nd half.
And he added the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes a move. He stopped right there. Oh, he might have been a step away from taking that one a long way. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking for room. It's Jackson. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play, clock running. They'll try to run for it. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a 1st down.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry up. See it. Lets it fly deep downfield. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe
throws toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
Again, it's Sayin. The throw. He's got the tight end. A terrific play to keep him from getting to the chains and forcing the turnover on downs. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll start on the ground with Durham. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We're just about ready to start the second half. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
All even here in the third quarter as they get set to snap it on 2nd and 10. Runs through the tackle. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to Caden Durham. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Looking downfield, it's Levin. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Well, on a lot of third downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that third down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the first, and they keep this drive alive.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
It's complete. Touchdown, Tigers. They take the lead here in the second half. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live for the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Say it. And his throw is incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Looking to pass. It's Sayin. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Lost one deep down the right side. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet.
No, you're not good. You're just hiking them and watching them. Grandma,
He's down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Going to the run, it's Jackson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're going to run it. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Extra point here will tie the game.
And the offense continues to run the football. A 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. The run inside. It's Berry. Breaks into the open. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Using his legs, it's Berry. Might have a chance. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Running inside, it's Berry. Makes it past the marker. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Tigers! And they've moved out front here in the fourth. The Tigers are back on top.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They're on the cusp of what would be an historic loss, falling as the #1 team in the country unless they can pull it together here in the final moments. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And they're featuring this guy all day long. Now he's over 150 yards. Great job by the offense.
He uncorks one deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
They'll use the jet sweep to try to convert here. Off to the races to the right. The 30. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The Buckeyes with an answer.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Picks up the first down. Loose in the middle. Touchdown, Tiger. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. The Tigers are back on top.
Well, that's a great job by the offense responding after your defense just gave up a touchdown. But here's a situation where you want to go for 2 and make this a 9-point game. Kick an extra point, it's only 8. The opponent, if they go down the field and score, could tie it up if they hit the 2-pointer. So I think the analytics in this situation are telling you, you want to go for 2.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Throwing, say it. Looking for a big play. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
At the 35, he's got room. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Buckeyes headed quickly to the line.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting in the fourth quarter, one-possession games.
Oh, a lot of space. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Now they'll try to tie it up with the 2 late. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Now down by 2, inside a minute to go. If they can get this onside kick, maybe they could get into field goal range. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, you got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can.
Finding some room. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And, you know, it does look as if they're going to leave the offense out there. And I guess you look at time and score, you can kind of understand a field goal doesn't help you that much. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He's not going to get there, and they'll have to give up the football.
And the offense goes for the knockout punch. They wanted to get the 1st down, run out this clock, take the dub. Now their defense is going to have to come out and step up big for them and make sure they don't give up any points.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. They'll keep it on the ground. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17. Try the jet sweep. It'll be a 1st down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
And if they're going to run the football late in the game in this situation, not that close to scoring zone, they've got to take a timeout here. You've got to make sure you save as much time as possible and communicate with your quarterback.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy, so we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
I hate the play call. It's going to kill you. It takes way too much time running the football outside and then not getting out of bounds. That's when they're going to regret trailing late.
Here's Sayin to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. Avoids the punishment with the slide. A good gain on that run. Timeout call by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. What they would give to help their kicker out with a few yards on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 55-yarder. And he's going to go backwards, and they force a fourth down. What a play by this defensive front. Jet sweep headed to the edge. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. The Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Say it. Here's the pressure. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And the D chooses to bring pressure. A lot of times, big moments when you get in these fourth quarters regardless, like pull the trigger, be aggressive, bring the pressure to them. They do hit the QB as he's throwing it and force the incompletion.
This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. Pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. A last-gasp effort, and the defense finds a way to survive it. What a battle this game was. Went right down to the end. Number 1 team in the land gets knocked off. But sometimes this gives you a chance to recalibrate some things, guys.
Yeah, and they're going to have to go back and watch this film and face some tough truths as well, because we know they've got a ton of talent, and this is a team that when they're playing their A game, they look like the best team in the country, David. Consistency, though, is going to be a big thing for them moving ahead.
Yeah, so you got to use this. You got to look at what you did wrong. You got to say, okay, maybe we're not as good as we thought we were. Just because we were number 1, that doesn't mean anything until the end of the season, and you're the